Hi everyone, I'm Annie and welcome back to the channel. This week I had notification that I'd actually done a whole year on YouTube, which is unbelievable really, especially as I put my first video out there almost by accident. It wasn't quite ready to go out, but not being tech minded, I thought I was trying to put it up on the TV to watch, and all of a sudden it went live on YouTube, and before I knew it, it had no thumbnail or anything. Before I knew it, it had quite a lot of views. So I quickly made a thumbnail, and the video did really well. So I'm thinking, oh well, this YouTube's easy. I had a lot of very positive comments. Yes, the video was very ropey. I used a very old phone and propped it up against something, so it wasn't really set up very well. But people were very kind. I think I had a couple of negative comments, but people jumped in and said, you know, don't be so mean and stuff like that. So that was really lovely. But also someone did mention algorithms on there, and I had no idea what they were talking about. But so this video really is to thank everybody who has continued to watch and give you a very quick update on my journey so far, and if I'm going to carry on or not. A lot of my friends and family said that I had a lot of information they didn't really see on YouTube very much, and maybe I could put a few videos up, like English canning and how easy it is, preserving, all that kind of thing, and to put a little bit back into the prepper movement, because I've been a prepper for a long time and I've picked up things here, there and everywhere, not necessarily on YouTube. That was my intention. Luckily for me, I took early retirement, and so this is a hobby rather than a replacement income. Yes, it is possible to replace an income on YouTube. From what I've learned, you have to go full-time pretty much and put a lot into it. YouTube is a business, and if you want to make an income out of it, you should treat it as such, and do your research, do your prep, learn the business, learn videoing, editing, all that sort of thing to make your videos more watchable. The other thing I've noticed is a lot of the big YouTube channels have said that over the last sort of 18 months or so, their views of some of them have almost halved, and they think it's to do with all the algorithms and stuff like that. And yes, it is, because I've sort of, when I very first started, in the first 3 weeks, my video did really well. My very first video did very well, and I had over 800 subscribers. And my second and third video that went out, even though I had that many subscribers, would only be put out to like 300 people. Then I worked out, you know, because I hadn't done any research into how to make YouTube videos successful, and people started to say about tags. I thought, oh. So I started adding tags and stuff like that. You really need to learn it all, but there's lots of videos out there for advice and stuff like that, and just watch them, take them with a pinch of salt, because a lot of these videos, they'll go out there just for you to click on them, and actually some of the information I've not found relevant. But it's a bit like any YouTube video, you take little bits of information and try and use it or discard it. It's totally up to you. Most of YouTube videos are entertainment, some are educational, and there is also a lot of clickbait out there, so you've got to take from it what you want. I found when making videos, I used to get up and down. If I'd made a mistake turning the camera on and off, my biggest thing that I've altered is I just leave it running, and then it's easier to just take a break, a quick pause, so you can cut the video when you're doing it, restart, or take off again from where you've made your mistake or the bit you didn't like. So that would be my biggest tip, is to leave it running, and leave little tiny breaks, especially cooking and demonstrating and stuff like that. It's easier to do it that way. So how easy would it be to make a living on YouTube? Like I say before, you need to put a lot of time into it. The facts show that between 9 and 30% of people only get 1,000 subscribers, and you need 1,000 subscribers to start getting advertisements. But the hardest thing, I think, because subscribers will build over time, the hardest thing is the watched hours. So as I stand, I think I've got 1,070 subscribers, but I've only got 2,500 watched hours. At 3,000 watched hours, and they've just dropped the figure to 500 subscribers, you can join the YouTube partnership. I don't know much about it because I'm not there yet. It's all on a need to know basis, and I don't need to know because I'm not there. But most of my videos are stuff that I'm doing or learning myself, and I'm just sharing my journey with you. So I won't alter my content just to please the YouTube algorithms. I know a lot of people wanting to earn an income. You get recommendations through YouTube sometimes on altering stuff, but that's not something that I'm interested in. I did do a little experiment this year when people were talking about algorithms and stuff like that, YouTube is a business, and obviously all YouTube wants to do is make money. So it wants to make money, not only people, sponsorships, advertisements and stuff, but I believe it also wants to make money out of small YouTubers who are trying to get started, but also the bigger YouTube channels as well. You can promote your channel, and I promoted one video. I spent £10 just to see what a difference it made, because I had roughly, on average, between 60 and 100 views. So even though I had at the time, I think 900 subscribers, I spent £10 promoting one video, and within 2 days it had 3,000 views. So yes, you can get the views up by paying to promote your channel, but I only did it as an experiment to see what a difference it made. And what I found was the views don't count, or most of the views don't count towards your watched hours either if you paid to promote. But what it does do is I had, I don't know, I think about 20 subscribers on that video. So they went on and watched other videos that I made. So those do count towards your watched hours. So if you are near your subscriber limit and you want to up your watch hours, maybe that is an option. It's not something I'll be doing again, but it was interesting to see the difference. If YouTube was to promote it more on its own, getting the algorithms right for yourself somehow, I don't know how, it shows that people do watch and do subscribe. So don't be disheartened that you're maybe not getting the views that you would like. You can make really what you think is a really good video, and it gains no traction at all, and then I spent sort of half an hour doing a quick short, it gets loads of views and loads of subscribers. There's just no rhyme or reason to it. So don't beat yourself up if you don't think you're getting the views that you think they should. It is down to the little AI man, the AI bot, telling you whether you've done a good job or not, and that doesn't really work for me, but that's how it is. So that's my thoughts on YouTube, and And before I sort of turn the video off, I wanted to talk a bit about my channel. And being a prepper is a way of life. It's not, that side of my life isn't a hobby. I honestly believe we will head for another pandemic. I foresaw the other one coming. I keep an eye on current affairs. I don't often share my views on here because there's so much scaremongering and clickbait that I don't want to be part of that. I just want to show you how I am preparing my life for unforeseen circumstances. I mean, that may just be long-term illness. I myself have had a few brushes with death. 4 years ago, I had a really aggressive breast cancer and had to go through chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Luckily, I obviously have beaten it, and now 4.5, 5 years clear. So that's good, but it also makes you think that life is so fragile and everything can turn on a drop of a hat. I mean, it could be the floods, you know, all this rain we've had, just having your house flooded. If you're not prepared for that, there's no excuse really, because being prepared doesn't necessarily have to cost a lot of money. Yes, putting a few items together to have 7 days worth of dried food, a way of heating it, a way of staying warm for all of the family members in the house. It is the minimum amount that you want to do. You want to be looking at, you know, over time, a month's worth of food, because a month's worth, shops and that will still be open at that point. Governments will still be supporting us. You know, in World War II, rationing went on for nearly 15 years. The biggest threat, I think, is this day and age, people are different, and they're more likely just to try and take what you've got if they haven't got it. So a way of protecting that is going to be key. But that's definitely something that I'm going to be bolstering up this year and proper practicing. The other big threat I think we're facing is all the cyber attacks on banks and electricity, water companies. That's sort of crazy when you sort of start looking into that, the amount of cyber attacks that happen that we don't know about. And it's just people trying to get money out of these companies, but it only takes it to go wrong and we're in deep trouble. So having backup systems for grid down is something you should really seriously consider. This year, we've seen on the news several countries having blackouts. Like I say, with the floods, people have been without electricity for 7 days or more. So yes, having backup will be key. So I did reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I did think to myself, will I carry on when I get to that point? I've had a tough start to the year. I've lost my father this year. So that's been incredibly difficult to have the motivation, I would say, to do the videos. But on the other hand, it is a hobby, and I used to spend 1 day a week with my father going out shopping and going out for the day. And that's another day that I need to fill with something. So yes, maybe I'll dedicate maybe 2 or 3 days a week to YouTube and see where I can take it. But I really am undecided at the moment. So that's the end of the video. I hope everybody comments, messages, shares, clicks, and likes and subscribes. No, I'm just joking. It is what it is. I've enjoyed my first year. I probably will carry on, but for now, Till next time, bye.